Well, happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Very nice to be with you here today. Nice to come into a loaded up chat room. I see Heidi Vandenberg is in the house. Nice to have Heidi here with us. And of course, I'm very proud and honored to be joined by TRISHA Gelder, Numerologist Extraordinaire. And she's going to give us a preview for the week and let us know what's on her mind. Hello, Trisha. How are you?
Hi, Jeff. I'm good.
You're looking very festive.
Yeah, with tree in the background. Makes me laugh when you say numerologist extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Somebody called me the queen of numerology in your chat room earlier.
Well, there you go. And as well they should.
It's interesting, your friend, he's got the same birthday as me.
Oh, Scotty Roberts.
Yeah, he's the 19th of June, same as me, and he's the same life path number.
And what would you make of that?
Well, it's going to be pretty cool if he's got that birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got to be pretty good.
So he's going to have the same birthday number, obviously. The 19 is a 1, so it's a leader, not a follower. He's got a 7 attitude. This year, for him, technically, is a karmic year, but it could be huge for his career.
Excellent.
If he's sowing the seeds, I mean, for me, like on my level, like everything's going boom now.
Great.
So for him, until next May or June, it's like aim as high as you can. He could have loads of, like all the good seeds he's sown before, it should all come back to him now. It's like you reap what you sow. Excellent.
Does it surprise you that we're good friends, him and I?
No, I mean, I didn't know who he was. I knew nothing about him, but you're an 11-2. He's a 9, so you're going to be on a similar wavelength.
Okay.
But yeah, humanitarian. Technically, he's a humanitarian. I don't know his background, so it's good not knowing anything really about him.
He is a humanitarian, almost to a fault.
Yeah, well, that's what we are. It's like, think Mother Teresa, Gandhi, you know.
Yes.
But forgiveness is the biggest thing for him. And I heard him talking about heart thing. You know, forgiveness is huge. That will help with his heart as well.
Absolutely. Can I ask you a couple questions to start?
Sure.
Can you give me an idea of some negative aspects of the number 5?
Yeah, sure. I'm laughing because we talked about this on Heidi's show. Because
did you? I saw the show, but my memory is not very long.
A lot of the sex scandal stuff, they're coming out, their life path number 5. So 5, on their weak side, they are chaotic, addicted, you know, sex, drink, drugs, rock and roll can be addictive, chaos, drama. Just think drama, chaos, addiction.
Okay. Is there secrecy in there?
Secrecy.
Not so much, huh?
7's more secrecy, I would say.
Okay. How about negative aspects of an 8?
Bossy, domineering, arrogant, money, all about the money. But they can get money by, like, think of, I don't know if you heard of Philip Green in the UK.
I don't know who that is.
Well, he stole, but he was like owned loads of big like chain stores, like clothing stores, and he knew he was doing it, and he stole the pensions of all the people.
So he's like Bernie Madoff over here.
They put all money into the pension funds, and he stole it all, and he knew he was doing it.
That's exactly like Bernie Madoff. Thank you, Heidi. That's great. I'll make sure Scotty knows. And how about 9? Negative aspects of 9.
Well, we're ruled by Mars, ironically, because I'm a 9.
Mars, okay.
So we're ruled by Mars. We can be on the negative, impatient, arrogant, a bit of a tyrant. If we don't heal our wounds, we could be really quite cruel. But
this is great stuff. It's lining right up with something else I'm thinking about, studying about. You're giving me exactly what I want to hear and what I thought was true.
Forgiveness, that's why with 9s, forgiveness is crucial. I mean, forgiveness is crucial for us all. But for some reason, for 9s, it's like an overall thing. But thankfully, I'm not like that. But I can be impatient. But I've got better as I got older. My mum always said, you always want to be first. You always want to be first at school. You always want to be, you're going to be like in a rush to get in your own grave kind of thing. Which wasn't very nice to say to me when I was growing up. But
I see we're both wearing black today, so that must have been in the ether.
Yeah, I'm in dark colors today with a bit of sparkle.
I don't have any sparkle on mine. Do you know much about the planets?
Not so much. I mean, there's a star sign attached to each number, but I know mines are ruled by Mars.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So what do you think you want to share with us about the week coming up, numerologically and astrologically?
Well, I'm not the expert on astrology, so I'll leave that to somebody else.
I meant cards from the tarot. Yes.
Yeah, I thought we could pull a card a day. I don't know whether you want me to use my Syro Marsetti or the Animal Tarot.
Whatever you feel drawn to, whatever you feel most comfortable for. You're the professional. Far be it for me to.
I think I'm going to go with these. I'm not feeling the animal. I'm going to go with these. These are my trusty favorites.
Okay.
Do you want me to start? I did do today's, but I wasn't sure if you wanted me. Do you want me to do today's, even though?
Sure, absolutely. Let's do today. And this is a card for today, just general for the day.
So the way I work is I just split the deck and see what card comes out.
Okay.
And I can't see what the card.
Those are lovely cards too.
These are good. Yeah, it's the Gilded Tarot Royale by Syro Marsetti. He's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Artist. He's not a tarot reader, but he's an amazing artist.
Very interesting.
Okay, so I'll go for the numerology first. So today, been obviously Sunday the 12th, it's a day 6. So a day 6. Now, this is globally. We all have our own personal days that you could break down even further.
Right.
So I can cover that after. So the theme for today, which is perfect for a Sunday, is about family, nurturing, beautifying your home. Like today, my son, which is rare, has like cleaned up, he's washed up, he's sorted the front room out, he's put the Christmas tree up, which is a bit early for us, but there's a reason for that. And he's had a good clear out, so he's done loads of good jobs for me. So it's about tidying your home, spending time with family, you know, having a Sunday dinner together like we do in the UK, and beautifying yourself as well, maybe.
Excellent. So this is a good day to do some house cleaning, both externally and internally.
Yeah, but it's more about beautifying rather than
beautifying. Okay.
Yeah, because 6 is ruled by Venus.
Makes sense.
So the night, I'm just making a note of this card because I'm going to look back on the week and see. Now the Knight of Wands, like for me, I don't read the book meaning, but for me that would be. I mean, to me that's like a male fire sign. So ironically, my son in Western is a Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. May be significant, may come forward, may step into your life, maybe bringing messages or like taking action. That's perfect for me actually today because he has done that.
Excellent. April says that she's been beautifying her home today.
Perfect.
And Amanda was doing some spring cleaning and fixing up and beautifying as well.
Cool.
So they're right in tune.
Yeah.
Now, does the numerology of today play into that, or is that just from the card?
That's the numerology. There's day 6.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, beauty. Think Venus, like beauty is ruled by Venus. The number 6 is, you know, a lot of people that have 6s in the chart are very into beautifying people, places, them, you know.
Excellent, excellent. And there's a lot of questions in the chat room. We will do some readings later. If you want to do a super chat that puts you at the top of the list, we'll go through all those, and we'll also go through everybody else as well. I don't know how much time Trisha will have, but we'll do what we can for you. So what that is coming up. So stay tuned.
So I've just written the Knight of Wands down, so I'll remember that. And
okay, perfect.
But obviously today's nearly over for us. So tomorrow, Monday, is a day 7, global day 7.
Okay.
So the energy of a 7-day is. It's like having a Sunday, but it's fallen on a Monday. So it's like spending time alone, meditating, going deeper in spiritual practices, praying, connecting with the divine. So anybody that's like a 7 life path number, that's like their things they need to be doing like in their life or they're drawn to. So that. And
many people in the US will have the day off tomorrow for Veterans Day. So that's very nice.
Right. Oh, cool. So it'll be like a Sunday really in a way then for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Heidi says that card for today really made sense to her as well.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I'm going to draw. So yeah, study, rest, spend time alone. People might want to spend time alone. I've done that today, and interestingly, my son has done the 6 stuff. Even though this is for tomorrow, that's how my day's been today. Okay, so for Monday we've got the 8th. I keep forgetting the webcam. I'm not used to this webcam. Okay. It's fairly new.
This would be for Tuesday. We've already done Monday, right?
No, that was Sunday we did.
Oh, okay. But I thought we did Monday was the rest and all that.
Yeah, but this is the card for Monday.
Oh, okay. So that was the numerology. This is the card. Gotcha.
Sorry, yeah.
Awesome. You're going really deep. That's great.
Sorry, am I not being clear enough?
No, this is perfect. I just am not listening enough. Imagine that.
Lewis has just said that. He says, Mum, you think after all these years I'd take in what you're saying, I just don't listen.
Exactly.
Like,
so you just did the numerology. Now you're doing the card.
So Monday is a day 7. Meditate, pray, whatever that. So this is the card for Monday, is the 8 of Swords.
Okay. And let me just stop you 1 second. If you put in a super chat, just put in you need their date of birth, right? And their place, or?
Don't need their place, just date of birth.
Just date of birth.
If I was doing a full chart, we'd have the full birth names and everything, but that would be too much messing about going into.
Okay. So Michelle and Sandra, just go back and put in your date of birth in the chat and I'll see it. And if, from the rest of you, if you do any super chats, just make sure you put in your date of birth.
Yeah, make sure the month is make sure it's clear to me, because we write our date of birth a different way around.
So we're going to do it month, day, year.
Yeah, you see, we write ours the other way around.
Right, so I'll tell you, when I'm telling you dates, it'll be month, day, year, okay?
Right.
Okay, so that's how, if you help me out, I'm the Yank, so just put month, day, year. Like Michelle is November 10, 1970. I'm just going to write that down.
Yeah, so if you saying it as November, that helps me, because, yeah, you write the opposite way around. And
okay,
then
perfect.
So this is
sorry to stop you with the Monday's card, but go ahead.
That's okay. So the Monday's card, so let's see how this pans out, is the 8 of Swords. So she's bound. She's got her eyes covered and her hands tied, but she can actually get out of this. This is about feeling you're trapped. You can't see a way out. Interesting to tomorrow. Yeah, I won't go into that. So it's about, you can get out of a situation, but like you feel like you're in your own prison, basically. You've made this prison for yourself.
Interesting. It's almost like the devil card where the man and the woman are chained, but the chains are so loose they could easily take it off their own neck.
Yeah, and that's like it is for her. She could easily get those chains off. They're not even tied properly. And then she could just take the blindfold off. So it's a self-imposed prison. And
we could would that be a good day to break out of self-imposed limitations?
Yeah, and because can you see she's got a blindfolded? To me, that's like, start looking, take the blindfold off, and people maybe not wanting to look at things the way they really are.
Gotcha.
That's how I read them. It's like, I'm really drawn to that blindfold.
Excellent. That's great. That's great. So that's like you say they're blinding themselves pretty much.
Yeah, that's not someone else has done that to you. You've done it to yourself. Like you're scared to break free. You might be scared to leave a relationship. You might be scared to leave a job.
How about to leave a religion?
A religion, yeah. It could be anything. Yeah.
Because you are blinding yourselves with that. That's interesting.
And religion's huge. Luckily, I wasn't brought up with religion, and I wasn't like brainwashed with religion. That's one good thing my parents did for me, was they didn't brainwash. I wasn't brought up with religion. So I've not had to break out of all that.
Excellent.
Personally. Because I've heard that, a lot of people, it must be really hard.
Well, we get a lot of those here, with me doing what I do.
Yeah, okay. So Tuesday the 14th is the day 8. Great day for business. Great day for legal matters. Empowering yourself. So it's big business day. Think CEO, visionary, it's like the strength card in the the tarot.
This is on Tuesday?
Tuesday the 14th,
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent.
Big, yeah, business.
So it's Strength Day.
Strength
Good day to
Day.
ask your boss for a raise.
Yeah, or if you've got a business that you're wanting to like boost or put out there, you know, start things going, then yeah.
Good day to talk to a loved one about some things that's been bugging you, or no?
There's more about business and
okay.
Yeah, it's more.
So if you got some relationships at work that have been bothering you, it might be a good day to say, hey, look, let's work this out.
A good day to do that would be on a day 2.
Oh, hold on, everyone. We got our first Leviticus 19:31. Do not turn to mediums or necromancers. Do not seek them out. Do not make yourselves unclean, for I am the Lord, your God, that kills babies, kills children, kills women, kills boys, kills girls, eats human flesh, drinks blood, but don't do anything that actually opens up your own ideas and mind to your own divinity. Bye-bye, Justin.
Did he say that we like drink baby's blood, or is that
the God that he's talking about that's saying so bad to us, that God does? So anyway, you know, there's got to be at least one of those.
I can just laugh. I had one the other day actually on my Facebook lives, and he was like, and I had got nothing again. I'm not racist. He says, he tried to befriend me, all these sending the messages, and then he actually watched my live about what I did, and he said, I'm a Muslim. I can't agree with what you do. And he wanted me to change what I do to please him.
Not going to happen, is it?
No.
That wouldn't even happen if you were dating him. Sorry.
I wouldn't even do it for my family, let alone.
Exactly. Good for you.
Yeah. So yeah, they've got no chance.
Excellent.
Yeah, I can laugh at that.
Absolutely. So you haven't done the. We
haven't done the cards. You see, they're knocking us. He's trying to like put us off track here.
He is the card for Tuesday.
I can laugh at the trolls now. It's just
they are funny. Makes it interesting.
So this is for Tuesday, the 2 of Swords. Again, she's blindfolded. You see that okay?
A lot of that going on, a lot of blindfolding.
Well, yeah, not seeing. So this is all about not seeing the truth. What are you not looking at? What have you got your eyes closed to? The swords are crossed as well, which is about your mind, speech. To me, she just doesn't want to see the truth. Right. And it's saying...
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of breaking out of spiritual boxes, breaking out of things, out of limitations. Just go for it. Yeah.
Did I write down the Monday one? Yeah. I'm writing it down so I don't forget, and then I can look back on the week. Absolutely. That's going to be huge next year, and we're going to be year 11 next year. That's going to be massive.
Especially for those of us that are life path 11, right?
Yeah. I reckon this is just my spin on it. I feel for those that have got 11 life path or lots of 11s in the chart, it's going to be, it's like compacted, even stronger.
Yeah. And Heidi was sharing with me from my chart that it should be like the next few years is going to be very huge financially for me as well. So that all comes together.
You're in a year, I think if I remember right, you're the 23rd of the 5th, is that right?
23rd of May.
Yeah, so 5. You're in a year 2. You're in a year 2 now, year 3 next year. Creativity, big time. You need to get your creativity out there next year.
Will do.
You'll feel urged to, and you might upset quite a few people next year in year 3.
That's normal. That happens every year. Every day of every year.
Okay. So Wednesday's a day 9.
Wednesday is a day 9.
Yeah. So it's a day of spring clean. That's the day to spring clean.
Okay.
Declutter, feng shui, be generous, make a donation, take things to charity.
So I'll go clean off my awning out front. I'll sand that and repaint it on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's a good day. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I go to the Georgia Guidestones, I might do that next week. Get in my car and drive about 8 hours.
To do what? Sorry?
To go see the Georgia Guidestones, do a little show up there, talk about those.
Okay. Well, if you're being generous and compassionate and kind, will it be involving that?
Yeah. Trish, don't you know me? I'm always generous, compassionate, and kind. That's just like my middle name.
Is it? I don't know you well enough yet, Jeff, but
some would question the kind part, but compassionate and generous, pretty much.
Okay.
So Wednesday, spring clean, be kind.
Yeah, I'm a life path 9, so it's like, and your friend Scotty's 9. That's the vibration of a 9.
Okay.
Is humanitarian. Just think humanitarian, letting go, decluttering.
Excellent.
Interesting. I've caught this off you. I keep saying interesting.
Well, I only say interesting if I think it's interesting.
Yeah, but it's like I'm now saying it.
But if it's interesting, that's all right. Just let it go. Just let it flow.
Well, normally I'd say spooky or weird. Now I'm saying interesting instead.
Exactly.
Anyway, we've got the Knight of Wands again.
Wow, a lot of red. Did you notice a lot of red is coming up?
Yeah, and blue, red and blue.
How about that?
Can you see that okay? Because I've got a bit of glare.
I can see it.
Yeah. So again, it's that same, maybe a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, all that energy is going to either get things moving. I'm trying to think if there's any special happening that day for us.
We're still on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, this is Wednesday. So yeah. It's kind of
very amazing.
Yeah, I'm really drawn to the red on that day. So
me too.
Yeah, it could be a bit of either passionate or fiery day.
This is the 15th, yeah.
Yeah, and 9 is
ruled by Mars. It's a 6 day too. I mean, 1 and 5 is 6, so that's interesting.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
I do this sometimes for myself. I'll do like a card a day for the week ahead.
And Trisha, someone in our chat room just said something interesting. The red and the blue keeps coming up in the United States. You know, the red and blue is indicative of Democrats and Republicans. So maybe it's going to be a very political week here in the U.S.
True. Yeah. So, I know it's interesting again then. So yeah, we see what happens. This is why I like to do it and then look back on it.
Absolutely.
So Thursday is a day 1. So it's a day for new beginnings, start something new. If you want to launch a business. I mean, like I say, we do have our own personal days, months.
And AJ just brought something up. We're right now in the midst of elections in the U.S. So red and blue is very appropriate. You're right on, Trisha. And I see a lot of purple. You had the really sparkly, fancy purple goblet that you were drinking out the other day.
Yeah, I've got that down.
You got your purple. Nice. I like it.
I love purple, and I've got my sparkly pen, yeah.
Very good. So Thursday, Thor's Day, new beginning, 1.
So think Aries, take action, be assertive, self-employment, do something for yourself. So if you want to go to the gym, start to exercise, great day to do it.
What if you want to talk to a loved one about something that's bugging you? Is that a good day for that? Be assertive?
Well, you could do. I would say Friday's going to be the better day, but you know, if it feels right, then yeah, just as long as with a 1, if you think of Aries, it can be a bit aggressive.
Right.
It depends on what you're going to talk about.
Gotcha. Someone says purple is the color of a mystic, so it's certainly appropriate.
And royalty as well.
And royalty. The queen of numerology.
Oh, Trisha, come on with my crown.
There you go.
I'm kidding. No, when I first started opening up, I just became obsessed with purple, but I don't have so much purple around me now. But okay, so the card for Thursday is again a lot of red. 4 of Pentacles.
A lot of red.
Now this is about somebody may be holding on to money. This can't be quite apt for me this week because I've got to speak to somebody legally about something. I won't say too much. See, he's holding on to the money. He's holding it back.
Right.
So somebody could be holding money from you, or you might need to let go. It's about letting go. It's about not holding on to things. See, to me, he's like standing there like it's a bit of a teaser, but I'm going to hold it back from you. But again, I'm really drawn to the red that he's wearing. Absolutely. Now, another week, I might even be drawn to something in the background that you can barely see. This red is really jumping out. I'm thinking intuitively, is it going to be, it could be quite, I want to say it could be quite an aggressive week.
Sounds like a week to put the pedal to the metal kind of thing.
I don't know if like astrologically it is, but I'm feeling it could be quite, because red can be passion, but I'm feeling it could be a bit of an aggressive week.
I'm feeling that as well.
Better write that down.
Which means absolutely nothing, but.
What do you mean?
Because I'm not a numerologist, so.
Well, just the energy of what could happen this week, you know.
Absolutely. Are we on to Friday now?
Friday, yeah. Now Friday is a master number 11 2-day. So you could have a 2-day or an 11 2-day, but it'd be both energies. So heightened intuition, healing, inspiration, spiritual development, great day Friday, connecting with others, being patient. That would be a good day to sort out if you've got issues with somebody, to have that talk. Excellent. I would say. Because it's about being the peacemaker and things like that. I'm just going to draw a card. My cat is sat on my lap as well, by the way. She's just like...
She likes that.
Okay, again, money. Okay, 7 of Pentacles.
There you go. That's the first one without a lot of red.
Yeah, there's not much red on this one, a bit more grounding. But it's like, this is like the farmer's wife. There's money coming. But it's like, or you might want to take action, but the timing isn't quite right.
Joe, put down your birthday if you want to have a reading from Trish, please.
The timing's not quite right to pick the fruit, let's say. So if there's something happening or about to sort of bear fruit, it might not be quite, just be a little bit more patient.
Just hold on a little bit. Don't pick it before it's ready.
Yeah, it's like picking the fruit before it's ripe. Yeah. Then we're going to Saturday is a day 3. So it's a day for having fun, catching up with friends, expressing yourself creatively, verbally. So it's a fun day. Saturday would be an ideal day to have fun.
Big time. Heidi agrees that it'll be an aggressive week.
Is it? And you see, I've not spoke to Heidi about that, so I have no idea astrologically. I've not even looked at Western astrology. I've been so busy. Thanks to all you guys. I've been inundated with like new clients. I've just like...
That's a good thing.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm just going to pull a card. Page of Swords.
The Page of Swords.
See, these cards have not been that great, I'll be honest. As in, some are better than others, you know, the vibration. So he looks a bit cross, doesn't he? Again, the blue there.
Are we cross?
He looks like...
I did, Jen. Thank you so much.
To me, he looks like he wants to have an argument. So it could be somebody young, could be somebody younger or a younger male or a child in your life who is quite angry, maybe feels he's not listened to, because the blue is all about communication.
And he's armed.
Yeah, and swords is like you want to have, you'd cut, not physically cut someone. That'd be like a Gemini child that's really cross and like, I'm going to cut you down with words. I'm going to like, because I got lots of Gemini, and that's the one thing. I'm not physically aggressive, but I remember everything, and I can just like, if I'm cornered, I'll just cut them down with the words.
Mm-hmm. And you never forget it, do you?
I've got a brilliant memory, and it's
like Heidi.
I have them in knots, and they'll like forget what they've even said, but I can remember what they said 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I only do that if somebody has been horrible and they get me in a corner.
Right.
I don't just go and do that to people for fun.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yeah, I'm not like that, as in, yeah, I don't go around doing that. But yeah, I'd probably be great in court.
So that gives you a real good idea of the week to come.
Yeah, and I did Sunday again, so I didn't know if we were going to do from Monday to Sunday or...
Yeah, we'll do Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday's a day for... It's a day for working hard, planning, focusing, getting organised, finances, structure. It's ruled by Capricorn. It's very Capricorn energy. So let's see what the card of the day is. Decisions.
Ah, more red.
More red. So
Very
that's about, there's two different pathways going to be before people, and it's like, do I go left, do I go right? Maybe both of them are good, but it's like, which do I go? So I feel there'll be people making big choices.
Yeah, time for choices, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Anything else that comes to you just intuitively about the week ahead?
I was thinking that before we came on, just looking at the dates. I just got this feeling it's going to be a bit of an aggressive week. For one, I know I personally, and it's come as a surprise, I've got a legal issue coming up to do with my father. My father passed 2 years next month. He passed away, and we've finally got movement on some legal stuff. And I'm praying that it's not just all been bluff, if you know what I mean.
Bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Well, that's good. I mean, both you and Heidi saying it's going to be an aggressive week, so we'll definitely keep that in mind. That's very, very interesting. Just
looking at the date. Yeah. My son's got a date on Tuesday. He's met a new girl, and I was looking at the date. Hope it's not going to be.
What was Tuesday the day for, you said?
That's business, legal matters. Empowerment. Yeah, maybe he'll be empowered.
Maybe he's going to take care of some business, Trisha. I don't know.
Well, I've done a numerology already for him. Like, she's got a 9 life path number the same as me. And he was like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, we all marry our mother or father, right? That's what they say.
And she's born on the 19th. We're all born on the 19th.
Wow, that's interesting. Do you think we're kind of drawn to people that are like us, or are we drawn to people that are opposite of us? Or are we just drawn to people we think are attractive?
Well, I'm trying to think back to like people I've been attracted to. I've been attracted to men that have got a lot of fire in the chart, and I don't. So if we went on an astrological level,
yeah,
I've got a lot of air, and I've actually been attracted to either people with a lot of air or fire, usually fire.
Interesting. Well, you can't have fire without air, right?
Yeah, what I don't have, they although I have a Leo ascendant in Vedic, it's like I'm attracted, or was, to that fiery energy that will get things done, a bit fearless, you know. But with age, that's changed.
For the better?
Yeah, I'm not so attracted to that reckless, you know, I've realized it's reckless.
Gotcha. So you had a little bit of the bad boy thing going on, it sounds like?
Oh, yeah. My ex-husband was, yeah. But he was damaged, you know. He'd been abused, it turns out. So
that's too bad.
I can understand why. It doesn't make it right, but I can understand why he was fearless. Yeah.
And you are a humanitarian, right? So you want to help and fix and repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. But
my son came along, and it was like, no, the child, you know, Lewis saved me, really.
Stuart, put in your numbers, your birthday, if you want to get a reading from Trisha. I apologize if I ever call you Trish. I don't mean to.
Oh, that's okay. Trisha. My real name is Patricia, but I don't use that. I don't use that.
So I'll make sure I call you Patricia from now on.
Some people do. Some people just, they feel better calling me Patricia, and I don't mind either.
Works very well.
Just don't call me Pat. I don't like that.
Okay, well, we won't do that. Do you want to do some personal readings now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready for dates.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let me put my glasses on, make sure I get them right. May 27th, 1977.
27th of May, 77.
Just a few days before Elvis died.
Is it? He was a 9 as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
January 8th. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, January 8th. 14, 15, 16. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So is this a man or a woman? Not that it really matters.
This is the lovely Sandra D'Angelo.
Sandra. Okay. So Sandra is a life. So your most important number for anybody that's new or hasn't watched before, you have 6 numbers from your names and dates of birth, but we're just looking at dates of birth today. She's a life path number 11 too, the same as you, Jeff. So she's here to bring and spread spiritual enlightenment to others. The lesson to learn though as an 11-2 or a 2 is to assert yourself, because you can often get bullied. You'll be like a psychic sponge, Sandra will be. She needs a very calm, gentle environment, especially as children, but they don't usually get it. Most people say to me, yeah, I never got that, but that's what they've come to sort of have for themselves. But
interesting.
Spread spiritual enlightenment to others. That's what you've come here to do, but in a gentle way, to show the world that it can be a better place.
Interesting.
Shining a light on things. She's got a 9 birthday, so she's got a humanitarian side to her as well. She'll be very intuitive, this lady, I'd imagine. Very, not many people like to use the word psychic, but very intuitive. Can just know things, but she'll know how people feel, because she'll feel it.
Might she be prone to wanting to fix people too?
This sounds a bit like blunt, but 11-2s or 2s can be doormats.
Okay.
So it's like they can be boundaryless.
Gotcha.
So 6s are more fixers, like over fixing.
Gotcha.
But she may have, 6 in her chart. She's got a 5 attitude number, so she'd like to travel, have freedom. She's a Gemini, or Gemini in Western anyway. So
Thank you, Yvonne.
She's in a year 6 now, which is about every year you're going to have love, you're going to have money, you're going to have breakups, you're going to get together. But the overall theme for her is the house, the home, family, marriage, engagement, beautifying a home. She might move. I hear so many people say we can't afford to move, but we've just redecorated or remodeled, or we've just got married, we're just moving in together.
Excellent. Yvonne, put in your date of birth if you'd like to get a reading.
But if you're married or in a relationship and it's not working, that's when it could break up.
So this is a time to move away, or
either your relationship's going to intensify relationships, or it's going to go the other way.
Or it's going to break up. Okay. Fascinating. That's Sandra. Are we ready for another one?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's try to do boy, girl if we can. August the 28th, 1957.
So this is male, is it?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. So we've got 22-4 life path number. We've got a few master numbers here.
Wow, yeah.
Master builder. So this person's come here, feel like life's hard work. Think Richard Branson, Bill Gates, they share that life path number. So
interesting.
This person could generate a lot of wealth, leave a lasting legacy. But if you don't raise your vibration enough from the 4 to the 22, you might live at the level of a 4. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just financial security is going to be extremely important for this person. I would be shocked if they're not self-employed. Or shocked, I shouldn't say shocked. I'd be surprised if they're not self-employed or have the desire. I mean, 57, yeah, they're probably, if they're going to have done it, would I imagine have done it by now. They would have been a good business owner. They've got a 1 birthday, which is the leader, not the follower, and they've got the 9 attitude number, which is the humanitarian, the healer. But humanitarian is in humanity-wise, when I say healer. But it's a spiritual teacher, the 9, so it's a leadership number.
Excellent.
This is probably very, very, very hardworking. It can be inflexible on the weak side. 4s or 22-4s have to be careful not to be inflexible and not think, right, it's my way and I can't see any other point of view.
Be reasonable, do it my way.
Well, they're not often open to other people's ideas because they think they're right.
Gotcha.
We're a Capricorn number.
Makes perfect sense.
So this person's in a year of new beginnings now till about next July. This is the perfect time to start anything new. I went self-employed in my year 1.
Oh, great.
And I actually didn't do it. I didn't plan it. That's just how it fell.
Interesting. Very interesting. Good stuff.
Just gonna have to turn my heater off because my son's left the heater on. Just bear me a second.
Okay.
Sorry about this.
And we're spending time with the queen of numerology, TRISHA Gelder from the UK. And she's doing some personal number readings right now based upon your birthday.
With a cat glued to me.
With the cat glued to her lap.
Got my pillow on my lap, so she'll...
So the heater with the cat, that was a little bit too much.
Yeah, he left the heater on and he shut the door and I was starting to bake.
Are we ready for another one?
Yeah, let me just get a clean bit of paper.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, because if anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm literally just scribbling your date of birth.
Perfect. February 26, 1971.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this person, female. She definitely, if she's not self-employed, more so than the other one, she's a 1 life path number, leader, not a follower. They need to be self-employed or managing their own diary wherever they work. They've got to be careful not to be too egotistical. Number 1s can be like, I'm right. Think Steve Jobs, he was a typical number 1 he was in a good way, but he was it's like when I feel the fact what happened to him must have massively knocked his ego when he got sacked from his own company
right.
So they have to be really careful. If they're working under someone else and they don't have any leadership in their job, they'll struggle they'll not like it.
Makes sense.
She's got an 8th birthday, which is the CEO, the manager, the boss. She's got very masculine numbers. She could be very feminine looking, but she's got business numbers. The cat's coming back now.
What did Melanie Griffith say in a movie with Harrison Ford? A head for numbers and a body for sin.
Is that you talking about that person we're talking about now?
Well, we're just saying that, business, very feminine, but still very business minded.
Yeah, it'd be she'll be great at running her own business. Probably like the other person, but in a different way.
Interesting.
She'll start things off and then other people do the work for her. That's the idea. And she's got a 1 attitude number, so she's got at least 2 1s. So she's now in a year 2, which has been a year of, it's a great year for love, partnerships, mediation. If she's needed to make up with people, it's been a great year for doing that. Cooperation, intuition going higher. She's about to go into a year 3 though in the new year. So that's going to be a year, make sure she has lots of fun, creativity. She may feel more creative.
Excellent. I'm told that movie was Working Girl that I referenced. So
yeah, I remember. I've heard that saying before, but I couldn't remember the film.
Yeah.
Head for numbers, a body for sin. That's funny.
Yeah. Do you want to do a man now?
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe this, but I do have to look at this. January 21, 1959.
So 10, 15. Another number 1. Got a lot of leaders in today.
Wow. Well, that's what, I like that. And it doesn't surprise me in this channel with what we talk about for there to be a lot of leaders.
Yeah, I find this. I can do a Facebook Live and nearly everybody's got the same life path number on a particular day. It just seemed to happen
Isn't
that way.
that interesting?
Yeah. So, and this is male. Was this male? Yeah, you said male, didn't you?
Yes. This
is another
Joe.
one. Sorry?
This is Joe.
Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Male Joe, yeah.
Male
so
Joe.
Joe I mean, can anybody give feedback if they are number ones? I'm just intrigued, like if they are self-employed, or sometimes they'll have a job and they'll have a side business because they're scared to take that leap.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone weighing in on that. I try to keep an eye on the chat room.
So ideally, they need to be self-employed or have a leadership role. They're great military leaders. Prince Harry in the royal family, he's a life path number one, and he did sort of stick at the military more than the others.
The one you just did said that was right on, so right on that she was shaking.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I have that effect on people, then, do I?
Don't let anyone ever tell you don't make people shake.
That's funny. So yeah, Jo is also would have been a great business, or wanted to have her own business. Creative birthday number 3. So they'll have a creative side to them. So they need to get that out there. But also on the flip side, it's got a 4 attitude number, which is like chalk and cheese to a 3. That's about financial security, structure. That would be really important to Jo.
Did you say chalk and cheese?
3 and 4 is like chalk and cheese.
So that's very different, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Or a 4 and a 5 is like opposite. It's like,
I like that.
4's like
cheese. That's a UK saying. We don't say that over
here. I was like, I don't know what the equivalent would be.
Night and day, apples and oranges.
Night and day. Like a 4 is like the solid structure, the rock of society. The 3 is like a butterfly going off. The 5 is the chaotic, rebellious one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that is very interesting.
So I'm trying not to say it. So Jo is in a year 5 this year, so it may have felt very chaotic, very fast paced. They may have wanted to travel. In year 5, you can magnetize lots of opportunities to you. Like I had lots of opportunities fall on my lap. I didn't need to go looking for them in my year 5.
So am I saying yes on the self-employed that you said?
So Jo in the new year, because they're born in January, is going into the year 6. House, home, family, marriage, engagement, all the opposite. It's all about family. Family might need them more. Like
Michelle, put your numbers in.
Like in my year 6, to give an example, my dad was written. I lost my dad in my year 6. He was in a year 9 of endings.
Wow.
But please don't panic when you hear that,
right.
Because not everybody's going to die in the year of endings because we'd not get beyond the age of 9. He was ready to go, obviously.
Amazing stuff. I don't know how many more you want to do, but let's do at least going. 2 more.
Yeah, sure.
We have another lady. November the 10th of 1970.
10th of November 70, yeah?
Yep, 7070.
7, 8, 10. Another 11-2. So if you think 11,
wow.
Yeah, but 11-2 is like you think it's 2 1s before first. So it is a leadership life path number. Yeah, 1 birthday. So this lady here is also to bring spiritual enlightenment. It's probably why they're drawn to your channel. Yeah, spiritual enlightenment, the great marriage counselors, mediator. There's, I think it was Colin, is it Colin Powell or Colin Powell? What was his name? He was in 11-2, and he was, I'm not saying about how good he was at his job or anything, but wasn't he like a peacemaker between the countries? Was that his role?
Well, it was supposed to be. He ended up being more of a Colin than a Colin in that regard, but
yeah, he was supposed to be like a peacemaker. That's what, in his right role.
Absolutely. He was Secretary of State.
Yeah, and that's what 11-2 would be good at, like mediating between countries and people.
Interesting.
And she has a 3 attitude number, so she'll have a creative side to her. Musical maybe, or enjoys music, art, speaking. She's in year 4 now because she's just had a birthday. Yeah, just so
happy
her
birthday.
year. Sorry, yeah.
I said happy birthday.
So for her, it's about hard work, determination, not giving up. She might feel like she's wading through treacle or mud, and it's about like laying foundations for a house. If you lay weak, loose foundations, the house is going to fall down. So,
right.
And it's also about finances. So if she needs to sort finances out this year, this is the year you may be pushed to do it. So like structure, order, and getting everything. It's like sorting all your filing cabinets out, making sure your tax return is done on time and properly. I know it's the probably different time of year in America to it is for us. But it's about, making sure all your ducks are in a row.
Get it done right. Yeah.
No rushing things, especially in business or life.
Get it done right. Let's, March 3rd, 1959.
Hold on, let me just get paper now.
Okay.
3rd of March, 1959. 10.
Very interesting stuff. We're talking with TRISHA G, Numerologist Extraordinaire from the UK, and she's doing numerological readings for folks here on the Christian Whistleblower channel.
Is this a lady or a gentleman? Is this a guy?
This is a lady.
Okay. Now, she is a life path number 3. So this is the creative one. So I'm intrigued because I always like to know, it doesn't usually fail me that they are the creative ones. They've come here. Usually, if it's not been blocked in childhood, they've come here. They're usually musically gifted, interested in music, or a comedian, an actress, a singer. Not so much, there are some singers. It's more about art, though, and music and things like that. Anything creative, but to an extreme. I don't mean I can't sing for toffee, but then I'm not a 3. But she's got a 3 birthday, so that amplifies it. She's born on the 3rd of the 3rd, and she's also got a 6 attitude number, which is also a creative number. 3, 6, and 9s are the most creative, but the 6 is like beautifying people, places, fashion, makeup, skincare.
Fascinating.
I would love to know what this lady does. So she's in year 7, which is about what does she want, where's she going. A great year for deeper spiritual, like if she's interested, is going deeper into things like meditation or anything like that she's drawn to.
I don't believe you can super chat on most mobile phones. Now, it's interesting. You said I'm an 11. Would it be atypical that I've done a lot of stand-up comedy?
Depends. You might have 3s elsewhere in your chart.
Right. I can't remember.
Always test it, yeah. But think of Pharrell Williams, if I'm pronouncing it correct, the singer.
Oh, yes.
He's a life path 11 too. Adam Levine out of Maroon 5 is an 11 too. So the maybe not the comedians, but they're on the stage singing. Okay,
so that's, entertainment can still be in that as well. Interesting.
A lot of the royal family are 11 twos. A lot of presidents have been. So it's people that are out there on the stage, on the platform.
I know Heidi was a little distressed that she shared some numbers with Her Majesty the Queen.
Yeah, she got the same life path number. I think that nearly choked her.
Yeah, I have some English friends, and they've got me saying now, Your Majesty the Queen, and not just the Queen, Her Majesty the Queen.
Yeah.
So I try to be respectful. How about January 19th, 1980?
Oh, can I just say for that last lady also,
Please.
Next year, she's in year 8, aim as high as she can. Big, if she's put the good in, it will come back to her next year.
So go for it next year, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Another 11 too.
Isn't that something? So many 11s. That person says they are a songwriter and musician.
There you go. That's the
there you go.
Yeah, perfect. There's a guy called, oh God, what's his name? He's Australian. Tim Minchin. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, but I've heard of Keith Urban.
Well, he's a
Australian.
Genius on the piano, and he's just a comedian and a pianist. He's just.
Oh, okay.
If anyone's a life path 3, it's him, and he is.
Excellent.
Yeah, but she's on a, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. So this one, the 19th of January, again, 11-2. So his brings spiritual enlightenment to the masses.
Wow.
A 1 birthday like myself. So again, leadership. And she's got a 2 attitude number. So very intuitive, very empathic person on the 19th of the 1st. They'd make great healer. A lot of these would make great healers, these 11-2s. But healing,
that's interesting. I've done a lot of healing in my time.
And healing can come in many ways. Healing can be through singing or comedy or, yeah, you may be a Reiki master, things like that. It comes in many forms.
In American comedy, there's much more injuring than healing.
Yeah, you have a very different humor out there, I think. To the
we
British.
do, definitely. Although Eddie Izzard was pretty much good anywhere. He was amazing and still is.
I like him.
He really is.
Yeah.
I had a question I wanted to ask you and I forgot what it was. Oh, well. How about, can we do one more? Yeah,
I was just going to say this person's in year 3. Year 4, the year's nearly over, so I might as well do next year. Born the 19th of January, year 4 next year, hard work, determination, not giving up, structure. So if life feels like it's hard work, do not give up. I remember thinking, I'm going to give up doing what I'm doing.
Wow.
It felt like nothing was moving, but things are happening behind the scenes that you can't see.
So you just got to keep on going.
Yeah.
Powerful. Powerful.
And I hear other people that, when I do readings, they'll say, that was a hard year. I felt like giving up, not giving up on life, just giving up what they were trying to do.
Right. So yeah, don't give up because you're almost right there, right? You can be moving in the background and that you can't see.
Yeah, because the year 5, everything's like the complete opposite, like fast paced, it's going to be so quick, you're not going to, things will just fall on your lap, If you've put the right work in, obviously this isn't like you can just sit back and do nothing. You've got to put the effort in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's do, if we can, June 26th of 1963. And we'll probably cap it right there, folks. I don't want to take much of Trisha's time because she's going to be with us every week.
So 26th of June, 63.
Yes, ma'am.
9, 10.
Don't give up, D. Carlson. Everybody send good intentions to D. Carlson. They said they feel like giving up, really tired.
What, on life or?
On life.
Have we done that person's numbers?
No, I don't think they sent them.
Okay. Okay, so this one, the 26th of June, they're a life path number 6. So teacher, I can't get the words out. Teacher, counselor, healer, again, very good at beautifying people or places. These are the overgivers. Now, they have to be careful in relationships. They try to rescue people from themselves. They'll do it without being asked. So they can, on the weak side, they can be a bit overbearing.
And Amanda's son is eating Nivea skim cream. I don't think that's probably a good thing.
No. But a 6, yeah, they can be like.
She says you're right on, by the way, this person you're doing now.
Okay. Yeah, she has to be careful about 2s and 6s is the most loving, but they can over care for people. Give, and they don't always get a lot back. And they're the ladies I speak to predominantly the most.
I read her palm, and that came up very strongly in her palm as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be really careful of, they want to fix someone before the person even realizes they need fixing. And they can, with the children, they can smother them a bit. So they have to be careful of not smother love.
And someone just said that Nivea is not even good as face cream. So
I was going to say that I have a beauty sideline as well, and I wouldn't even put Nivea on my face. I wouldn't put that in my
Poor
face.
Amanda. Well, she said it out there. She put it out there. So
yeah.
Oh my. Anything else to add for that person?
Yeah, she's in a year 6. So she's a 5 attitude number. So there is a side to her that likes travel, freedom. She's in year 6, house, the home, the family.
She was just talking about her kids as you wrote family, or said family.
Maybe your children need her more this year and things like that. You see, what I'd do on a private reading is I'd do this and I'd look at the cards and I would use the pendulum. I sort of mix it all in together and it seems to work. And
I hear you might in the future use some divining rods.
Yes, I will. I'm certainly going to use them on my Facebook Lives.
Excellent. I'll get those to you. I'll mail them out on Monday.
Yeah, I'll sort the payment out tonight and stuff. And yeah, I'm excited to get them. But
yeah, don't worry about that. The 15. Just do whatever on the website.
Okay. Yeah. So on a private reading, I would look at their children's date of birth and things like that as well. You can look at a whole family.
Excellent. Excellent. Fascinating stuff. It really is. And I'm so happy to have, people like Heidi in my orbit, in our family, people like TRISHA G. It's really powerful and it's really exciting. And there seems to be more and more people coming into people like, is her name Julie, UK lady over there that does the hypnotism and whatnot, hypnotherapy. She's a
friend of mine. I introduced, brought Julie, and she's a life path number 1. So she's a leader, not, but I'd never experienced her work, but I've been having hypnotherapy from her. Now, things have really gone boom and shifted because although, yes, consciously, I'm very spiritual, blah, 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 but I've got family wounds, and there was things that I needed to clear because it was holding me back.
Julie Poole.
Yeah, Julie Poole. And she's written a book on how to heal from sexual abuse. And she writes
She'll be coming on the channel too. We missed the date she had for this week, but it'll probably be next week.
Yeah, she's good. I knew her, but I hadn't actually. Now I can say I have experienced her hypnotherapy, and she does it in a way that isn't clinical, and she scans your body. It was really good. And I'm really picky who I have things like that with.
Fascinating. I'm looking forward to speaking more with her. I saw her on with Heidi, I believe.
Yes, she was on.
It was very interesting.
And it was really good. Yeah, she's good.
Any closing thoughts you'd like to leave with us, TRISHA, for this coming week, or anything that you feel intuitively for any of the people that we talked to tonight or didn't talk to?
I want to, I keep getting drawn to next year, even though you're saying this week. I'm just feeling that, this year's gone really fast, I thought last year went fast, but this year's gone fast. I just want to say, just get ready for next year, because I just feel it's going to be a lot nicer year, I feel. But spiritually, like, boom, like people are just going to wake up more and more and more, I feel.
I'm excited to hear that. And I completely concur with you. Please tell us, if you will, TRISHA, the best way for people to get in touch with you.
Either they connect with me through Facebook.
Which is TRISHA G, right?
444.
TRISHA G 444.
Or my website is trishagelder.co.uk. To be honest, if you Google my name, because I used to work for a TV company on Sky, plus I've got my website, you should be able to find me if you put my name in. But most people contact me through Facebook. Plus I do my Facebook Live so they can join in on them. But if they want to book a reading, either that way or my website.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great to hear. This was fantastic, TRISHA. I appreciate you spending time with us. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. It's a pleasure to know you. It's an honor to know you. It's a privilege to have you on the channel. And we really do look forward to speaking to you next week again. Folks, contact TRISHA. TRISHA G 444 is her Facebook. Yes. And until next week, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, with TRISHA G. Please stay there 1 second, TRISHA, so I can say goodbye. And I salute those of you that are here seeking after truth. I'll be back later today with some more interesting programming. And until then, stay fearless, my friends, and please do unindoctrinate yourself.